Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pinka Ananda. My identity number is 2115061089. In this video, I will replay Lingua Marina video, preposition of place, in, on, at, common English grammar mistakes. Hey guys, welcome to Lingua Marina. As you may have noticed, I just come back for my vacation, so I feel really energized, ready to more content for you, ready to share what I know about English with you and share how English is improving my life every single day. Because remember, English is your instrument that helps you achieve your goals. English is not your end goal, it's just something that empowers you to see the world, to explore the world, and to bring your expertise to people from different places across the world. And by the way, I was traveling. I went to Guatemala, I went to Honduras, I went to Panama, I went to Mexico, and I went to Belize. And everywhere I got DM from you guys saying, "Oh Marina, you are in my country and this is the most exciting thing." And every time I get a DM like that, I thank my English language for that, because my English is actually helping me connect with you guys. If you are watching from one of these countries, let me know in a comment down below. I feel in love with every single country. I really like Panama just because I didn't expect it to be so like wow. All the hike rise, it was really beautiful. I've already mentioned some countries where I've been to. Honduras, and you are wondering maybe why I didn't say at, why I didn't say in. So today we're going to talk about this preposition. I'm going to share some rules that people use to determine which preposition to use. So if you're ready, let's start. Let's do it. Today we're going to talk about the most common preposition at, in, and on. So let's do a quick quiz. A. He lived at blank 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 13 Long Street, and you have to select either in, on, or at. B. I'm visiting my grandma, on and at a hospital. C. I like traveling, in at a train. Now you're gonna get the right answer at the end of this video, but make sure you write your answer down so you can check yourself later now. Let's talk about some rules. The first rule is when. We use at. At is used with a very exact place. Think small building like something that is small, you would always use at. At the door, at the house, at the door, at the hospital, at school, at the university, at the table, at the door. So something specific would always be at, but when you're thinking about big things, like I don't know, Panama or Guatemala or St. Petersburg or London, you will never say at, because at only a place the smaller thing, and London, Panama, Guatemala does have geographical location, so you can be at London. In London, yeah, but I'm at the desk, I am at home, I am at my studio. That's cool. We use on with street and avenues. I live on Park Avenue, I live on Green Street. So on is always with the street, but please remember that there are always exceptions. Like if you are talking about university and you are talking about campus, you say I live on campus. Is this location where you have your dorms, you have your class, you have your restaurant, cafeteria, etc. So on campus will be an exception exception, but normally on is only used with street. Now when we're talking about the street, there is another thing to remember. When we have a number, then we use at. I live at 13 Green Street. When we don't have a number, like I'm asking you, where are you right now, and you're answering, I am a Market Street. You don't give me a number and then use on. So at is used when we give the full address, street number, at I live at 13 Green Street. When we don't have a number, like I'm asking you, where are you right now, and you're answering, I'm a Market Street. You don't give me a number and then use on. So at is used when we give the full address, street number, etc. On is when we just mention the street. And when we talk about something bigger than the street, we use the preposition is on. We use the preposition in. So for example, you have different parts of town. We're having lunch in Chinatown, or we are having lunch in North Hill. This is like a district. Here in San Francisco, with cities as I already mentioned. I live in London. I live in New York. When we have been in New York for 2 weeks, we are in Los Altos Hills. With state, I live in California. With part of country, my friends spend vacation in the south of India. With countries, I used to live in Russia. We use with continents. My sister is in Africa. So to sum things up, we use at with specific location, on with less specific location like street, and in with bigger location like cities, towns, countries, part of countries. If you're already feeling overwhelmed with that's going on, and we haven't yet started the most interesting part of the video, where I'm gonna explain more things about preposition, I would highly recommend a book called Grammar is All You Need. It is produced by my company called Lingua Marina by certified teachers. This is a handbook that covers all the necessary topics in English grammar, and it has a chapter on preposition. It has chapter and tenses chapter on grammar rules, and it's not just rules. We all get bored by those boring textbook. In this book, just like in all of my video, we try to come up with different life hacks so you could understand everything better. And also, it's not just you ready. The material we have include a lot of exercise so you could practice these things, because with grammar it's like if you just watch this video and you switch it off and you don't practice it just goes away. Like, well, there is something in the back of your mind, but it really goes away. And because you're watching this video, first of all, you're getting 66 of this workbook, and second, you get a free chapter on preposition, because I really want you to remember this preposition that we learned. So if you follow a link below, you're going to be able to receive a free chapter, and 66% of the grammar is all you need workbook. This workbook has 16 chapters on the most important topics of the English grammar, done by my company, done by Lingua Marina with love, with passion for you guys, with passion for English. Again, this link is in description below. 66% of every chapter on English preposition, something that we cover in this video, so you could practice, so you can print it off, output it on your desk, and never ever forget that the right way to use preposition in English. The link is below. Now let's move a little further with a preposition. I gave you some basic rule, but now we're gonna explore more examples. In is also used when we are talking about an enclosed space, something that has a roof, something is walls, in a car, in a box, in a building. I'm waiting for you in my car, so you can please help me find a pen in this box, but don't put your wallet in a pocket. Now listen carefully right now. We're moving to on, and we use on with a bus. On a bus, and you make us Marina, but why in a car but on a bus? Wait a minute, I'm gonna explain that. Other words that we use on with are words that represent surface, like this. Table is surface on a table. Your floor is a surface on the floor. Well, wall behind me is also surface on the wall. We also use on when we talk about left and right. On the left, on the right, or vice versa, depending on whatever you see. I think it's on the left where you are on the U. Next to or along the side of a river cover. Example, Cambridge is on the river Cam. Now interesting part why. In a car but on a bus, and it's used with means of transportation where you can stand up. Oh my god, English, you are so complicated. So you can stand up in the car, so you say in a car. You can stand up in a helicopter, but you can stand up on a plane, on an airplane. So on an airplane, in a helicopter, on a bus, in a car, in a taxi, because you can stand in a taxi. I know guys, this is why I recommend having something like a grammar book, so you can refer to things, or at least have a script of this video in front of your eyes. On a ship, on a boat, on a plane, on a train, we use on with a means of transport where we can stand up. We can stand up on a plane, we can stand up on a bus, we can stand up on a boat. And also maybe another kind we use on with a means transportation where there is no roof. On a horse, on a boat, but boat doesn't have a roof. Normally you can have boat, but on a boat, so normally you don't have a roof on top of you when you're on the upper deck. On a bike, you can really stand up on a bike, but it doesn't have a roof, so it's on a bike. Another thing that can be super confusing for you guys, something you hear here in a hospital and something you hear at a hospital. Both of those are grammatically correct, but guess what? They have a different meaning. So when you're saying I'm in a hospital, that means you're patient, you are actually receiving treatment. I don't remember the accident, I just remember waking up in a hospital. My uncle is in the hospital right now, receiving treatment for his acne. I don't know if you go to the hospital for that, but he broke a leg. He is in a hospital. Let's do that. I'm giving birth in a hospital, but you can also say I am at the hospital, but would mean that you are just doing something there you're not a patient. I'm visiting my uncle at the hospital because you're at the hospital, not as patient receiving treatment. You're just visiting your uncle. In college, my brother volunteered at the local hospital. Again, he wasn't patient. This is why we use at the hospital the same gas for school because library or any other institution, and we also use it with events. I am at this Lady Gaga concert. Okay guys, I hope it wasn't super confusing for you. Again, if you want to make sure you remember all the preposition, make sure to follow the link below and download the free chapter of the grammar book. And if you feel like you are willing to invest in your education, just a little sum of money, things using 66 of the grammar book will be even cheaper for you because you are watching this video. And now let's check your test. You already know everything, but let's do it anyways. You live at 13 Long Street. Because we get the full address, we have the number and the street address. B. I'm visiting my grandma at the hospital. Why? Because I'm not a patient. So patient, my grandma is in the hospital receiving treatment, and I am visiting her at the hospital because I am not patient. C. I like traveling on a train. You can say I love traveling by train, but this is another topic for another video here. Because we remember that we can stand up on the train, we use on a light to travel on a train. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. The link are below, and if you are not yet subscribe this channel, please hit subscribe button. And if your friends are learning English, please share this video with them because I think it's super useful. I'm very humble. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.